2, 1. Hello, America, and welcome to the Stephen D. Snyder Show. I am your host, Mr. Snyder. With me in the studio, and I don't get a lot of guests in the studio, but I'm really, really excited. My nephew, Braden J. Snyder, is with me in the studio. Braden, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How are you doing tonight, man?
It's good. It's good. It's good seeing you. It's good to have you in town. And this is a special episode because Braden and I are going to be talking about stupid people and all of the stupid people that live currently in America.
It seems almost like every day you see somebody fucking stupid on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, the litany of articles that we have to cover here, and by the way, this is not my generation. I'm a Xennial. I am not a Gen Xer. I am not a Millennial. I am a Xennial. I'm right in the middle between the Millennials and the Gen Xers. You're a Gen Z, and let me tell you something. Your generation is completely fucked. I have no faith in our country. I have no faith in humanity. What's up with all these challenges that people are doing?
Honestly, I think it's just for the internet thing. They just want to become popular or get money.
So you're saying it's all about money and fame and celebrity status, and they're stupid, but they're also trying to become famous.
Well, fuck yeah. Everybody's trying to be somebody else and do the same thing.
Yeah. It's an interesting scenario what we have going on here in America, and I mean the list is. I look, if we had to go through the list of stupid people doing stupid things, this podcast would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours long. So we have to just kind of summarize it up. Mm-hmm. But there's all these challenges out there. And these are just stupid challenges. Yeah. Now, do any of your friends or have you ever... Have you guys ever done any of these challenges?
I haven't personally, but I've heard a lot of people at my school doing all these fucking bullshit challenges.
Yeah, it's interesting. So this first one, the Momo challenge. Have you heard of the Momo challenge?
Yes, with like that weird, scary ass fucking woman thing. I don't fucking know.
So the Momo challenge. So this is a social media challenge. Now this has been debunked by a few people, but it involves this really scary picture of this like half bird, half girl statue that allegedly like grabs kids and encourages them to hurt themselves. And this is kind of like that Slender Man, it seems like. But actually kids have been harmed and hurting themselves over this challenge. Look, at the end of the day, there's this challenge of stupid kids doing stupid things to try to hurt each other, and that's what the Momo challenge is.
Yes, but first of all, who fucking goes over a fucking internet challenge to hurt themselves?
Well, again, this goes back to how people are stupid, and this is how fucked we are as a society. The next one we have here that your generation is partaking in is the choking, fainting, or the pass out challenge. Now here, to get a high or faint, kids either choke other kids or press hard on their chests or hyperventilate them. So it's really, really risky, and it has actually resulted in death. So we have the choking pass out challenge where kids are actually passing out.
Okay, first of all, why in the fuck are little kids trying to fucking kill each other? What the fuck?
It's a shit show out there, folks. It's bad. We got the Tide Pod challenge, and this one's really fun. You bite into one of those Tide Pod laundry detergents. Clearly, it's not a good idea, but stupid kids are doing it, and they're posting the results. You're going to shit your brains out. You're going to puke blood, piss blood. But look, you're going to win if you eat a Tide Pod. Why would anyone eat a Tide Pod?
Well, maybe they just need their asshole cleaned out.
Well, that's a good point. They could. It's like an enema, or it's like a colonic. It seems like. So the Tide Pod challenge, we're all very, very familiar with it, but there's other ones out there. I don't even know how to get into this one. This one's called the Blue Whale Challenge. Okay, so there are some of these challenges that are really, really physically dangerous. Well, This one is going to truly frighten parents. It's called the Blue Whale Challenge. So, over the course of 50 days, an anonymous administrator is going to assign these self-harm tasks like cutting and hurting themselves. And on the 50th day, when the participant is supposed to, hurt themselves even further. It's rumored to begin in Russia, where these reports of, these kids hurting themselves. But this is a stupid trend. Kids are dumb. Why would kids want to hurt themselves? They got their whole life ahead of them. Why would kids risk this? The Blue Whale Challenge, this is a horrible, horrible thing.
Well, first of all, everybody wants to be like everybody else. They don't have any fucking differentiation. They always want to be what the other person does.
Okay, we got the Try Not to Laugh Challenge.
That's pretty normal, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is. It is. And this next, the Try Not to Laugh Challenge coming up here. This next one, the Try Not to Laugh Challenge. Then this is popularized by YouTubers like Markiplier, and this trend involves watching short, little funny videos and trying not to laugh. Look, it's simple and harmless, but there's a lot of people laughing. So this one's not bad. The Try Not to Laugh Challenge. Look, show somebody something funny. They try not to laugh. It's kind of cool. I actually am with this one.
Yeah, I've watched several of these, and it's actually funny to try to hold in your laughs, but you'll never be able to hold your laughs in.
Yeah, it's a shit show. Then we have the Whisper Challenge. So this is when one person, they wear headphones and they're playing really, really, really loud music, and the other person says out a phrase out loud, and the one listening to the music tries to read their lips and repeat the phrase. Look, this one's not so bad. I get it. It's kind of funny. I get it. Ever since the Walkman, people are walking around listening to music. I get it. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's always like trying to imagine like you're deaf.
So the next one that we have here is and this is where it kind of starts going screwball, and this is where we're talking about. So the Hot Pepper Challenge. You can probably guess it, folks. You eat a super, super hot pepper, like a habanero or a ghost pepper, and you film yourself like suffering through the inescapable pain. So this Hot Pepper Challenge is like, look, who can eat the hottest pepper? You know what? People have died and gotten really, really sick over this challenge. I have absolutely no sympathy at all for these people. But this one is more of a kind of an eating contest, so I don't have that much of a problem with it. But let alone, you're going to have some people that are going to sue like a local radio station after participating in it.
Yes, and that might bring us up to our next category, dumb lawsuits.
Well, there's no short of dumb lawsuits out there. I mean, people sue. You can sue for anything. You can sue literally for anything. I could go on and on about how stupid people are when it comes to lawsuits, but in 2014, this is kind of scary. It's kind of funny, but it's scary. So there's a New York woman. She sued Showtime Networks and CBS Outdoor Americas. She also sued the city of New York and 2 transit authorities for an injury she sustained. She fell, and this fall was triggered by a scary poster. So this woman claims she was on a staircase in the Grand Central Terminal when she spotted an ad for the old TV show Dexter. Remember Dexter? And this ad featured a photo of Michael C. Hall, who plays the serial killer on the show. So his face is covered in cellophane. It scared her so much, they called it a shockvertisement. She was so disturbed that she fell down the stairs. Braden, does she have a case?
Fuck no, it's just a man in fucking cellophane. How can you get scared by that bullshit?
Yeah, it's a sue happy land that we live in. This next one, this is a $1 million lawsuit here. So in 2005, this administrative law judge in Washington, D.C. Took a pair of pants to a local dry cleaners for just alterations, like taking the waist in, taking the inseam in. So when the judge goes to retrieve the pants a few days later, he discovered they weren't there. So there was a couple that inadvertently sent them to the wrong location. Seems really, really innocent. Well, the judge sued the dry cleaners for $67 million over a pair of pants that he claimed that these people at the dry cleaning shop, they failed to honor a satisfaction guarantee. Braden, are any pair of pants worth $67 million?
Fuck no.
So this next one's great. This is again, this shows you how stupid America is. A Michigan man sued Anheuser-Busch for allegedly violating the state's Pricing and Advertising Act. According to this lawsuit, the brewing company placed these ads, and they contain these images of really, really beautiful women in tropical settings. And so they claimed, or this jackass claimed, the ads were deceptive and misleading because they implied that a person's fantasies could become reality. So here's what happened. This guy's watching Budweiser commercials, and he's going about his business, and he's going back and forth, and he sees beautiful women wearing bikinis. And now he's saying he's suing Anheuser-Busch and their subsidiaries because it does not fall within the purview of, a real world experience. This is advertising 101. This is what advertisers do. Why is this guy suing?
Well, I don't know. But I hope he realizes he's probably going to become drunk and then end up in somebody's crawl space later on down the road.
Absolutely. It's never ending. Here's another one, Braden. A California woman sued Fresh Inc., the manufacturer of sugar lip treatment. She alleged that Fresh deceived customers about the amount of balm contained in its tubes of lip treatment.
What the fuck?
Her suit claimed that consumers could access only 75% of the lip balm in each tube. So you get one of these, lip balms, these Burt's Bees or these chapsticks. So she's saying that you pay for it, but you only get 75%. I understand what she's saying, but to sue over this is psychotic. This is psychosis. I'm all in favor of suing people. I've sued many people in my day, but I'm not in favor of these type of frivolous lawsuits. This is just psychotic.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody sued like Lay's chips for how much air they have in the fucking bag. Because there's like 99% air and like 1% fucking chip.
That's right. I mean, they make these bags that are much bigger than, what is actually in there, and the rest of it's air. So yeah, I'm sure someone has sued Frito-Lay's, and I'm sure they've lost, because Frito-Lay's has some pretty good lawyers.
We got next one that's really, really stupid.
So this next one is really stupid. So this involves Starbucks. Now, first of all, I don't like Starbucks. It's convenient, it's around, so I have to drink it, but I really don't give a shit about their coffee. Starbucks can go piss up a flagpole. Look, more power to them. They've got great egg bites, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's Starbucks. We're sick of it. They have a monopoly over coffee in this country, okay? So, what happened here at Starbucks? So in 2016, this Illinois man, he sues Starbucks for misrepresenting the amount of liquid contained in its cold drinks. So the man alleged that Starbucks cheated customers by adding ice to cold beverages. Now, look, dude, if you don't want ice in your drink and you want more coffee, just tell them no ice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the normal person fucking does. Exactly. That's what the normal person fucking does.
So this guy sues, and this goes to your point, the Frito-Lays. This is a good example. Mm-hmm. Look, if you don't want ice in your coffee, don't get ice in your coffee. There's plenty of times I've ordered soda with no ice in it because I wanted more soda. That's my choice, and they will not charge you extra. Well, they shouldn't charge you extra. If anybody charges you extra for not adding ice, they should just be slapped in the face, and that's what they should deserve. But there's so many of these dumb lawsuits. There are so many that would... look, Braden, this next one is great. Let's go with this one. So, magician, this David Roller, he's a fairly well-known magician. He sued the illusionist, the very famous magician David Copperfield, for patent infringement. So what happened? So Mr. Roller alleged that he had patented his godly powers and that Copperfield had used them without his permission. So in reality, Mr. Roller had neither applied for nor obtained a patent on any of his divine powers. So there's a magician. He's trying to become bigger than David Copperfield. David Copperfield becomes better than him. He sues David Copperfield, the magician, for basically stealing his magical powers.
What the fuck? I guess everybody's fucking Sue happy. I mean, he should just magic trick and vanish away.
Braden's favorite word is fuck. If you haven't noticed, it is, you say fuck more than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. Which is, okay. Speaking of this, here's one involving candy. A Missouri man attempted to initiate a class action lawsuit against the Hershey's Company, claiming the boxes of Reese's Pieces and Whoppers candies he'd purchased contained too much air. This is exactly what you were talking about with the Lay's.
Exactly.
The man had been buying the candies for at least a decade, and the amount of air in the boxes hadn't changed. Still, this jackass filed a lawsuit claiming that Hershey violated Missouri's consumer protection law. He also accused the company of unjust enrichment. Braden, what's going on?
First of all, what's that law talking about Missouri? How does that violate a law? And like, how does he sue it for unjust, whatever the hell it was? How does he sue for that?
Well, I mean, look, there are a lot of slip and fall lawyers that are going to take cases like this. That's just what they're going to do. They're going to take cases like this and they're going to run with them. And that's unfortunate, because we really do need really good lawsuits out there. We really do need people out there suing, because you need to kick people in the balls. But these are frivolous, bullshit, slip and fall lawyer lawsuits. Now, look, if you're in Walmart and a Walmart security guard beats the living shit out of you, then yes, you sue Walmart. But when you go to Walmart to buy a bag of Doritos and you don't get the full bag because there's a lot of air in them, you're not going to sue Walmart or Doritos.
Well, first of all, we don't have security guards at Walmart. I am actually a Walmart employee. But basically, yeah, though people will actually sue Walmart instead of even putting a complaint in to the Frito-Lay company.
So, Brayton, you work at Walmart. What are some of the craziest things that you've seen at Walmart working there?
Just last week, I had two crackheads describing Cool Whip to me. Now, mind